I am Sananda. Yes, it was I that guided you to be with your higher one. To help you to remember, to help you to know all that is coming for you, all that you have come here for. You have all come with this connection. Each and every one of you came here from these higher aspects of yourself to experience and know these lower levels, so that you could bring about the changes, the shift, the transition that was needed here on this planet, so that you could bring this planet and all of the people along with you, and be a part of this expression of the new consciousness. And you are this new consciousness. If you come to understand anything through all of these messages, it is that you are this new consciousness. You are the changes that are happening here on the planet. And once you have come to understand that you are these changes, then you will come to understand that everything is happening here because of you, because of all of you, because of the collective you. This collective consciousness is creating everything here as you move closer and closer to the new golden age here on this planet. Know that there have been previous golden ages here on this planet. This is not the first. But you are here to experience this, to bring this about, to create this transition for all to become established here, for all to come to know and understand who they are, what they are here for. The times that are approaching are shifting now. There is much shift, there is much change that is happening, and as you are continuing through this shifting, these shifting changes, you are being readied and prepared and trained to be ones that will assist in this entire process just as you are now. For each and every time you do these meditations, you are either helping to shift your own consciousness, or the consciousness of mankind, or both at the same time. And this time today was about you shifting your own consciousness. It was about you creating that connection or re-establishing that connection that you have always had. You have simply forgotten. But forget it not much more, because it is all coming together as everything is being brought back from where you once came. As you have been hearing, sit back, relax, fasten those seat belts. It's true that the ride might get a little bumpy here and there, but it is nothing that you cannot handle, nothing that you have not been readied for. Just be ready to be in the right place, at the right moment, at the right time, because with all of the synchronicity that is happening, you are beginning to notice that more and more that everything is becoming synchronistic, and you are part of that great synchronicity that is happening here now. And you will continue to have these events, these synchronistic events that will occur in your lives, because as you are moving into these higher vibrations more frequently, more consistently, you're going to experience many more of these synchronicities in your life, as everything is coming together into one timeline. You have heard previously that the two timelines have split into two or more, and that is correct. But eventually the two timelines will split completely, and you will be left with the one. That is the one that you are moving toward into the new golden age that is upon you. I am Sananda. I love you deeply. More than you can possibly imagine. I leave you now with all of my peace and love, and I exit now for another to briefly speak with you here.
I am Lady Nada. I wish to come through this one, although there was a little bit of a reluctance on his part, but it is so, it is needed that I can come and share my energy, my love, my expression with you, especially on this day, this wonderful day which you call Mother's Day, because it is a time of sharing and it is a time of growth. It is a time of oneness that you are all approaching now. And everything is coming together as you are hearing so often. Everything is coming together exactly as it needs to be. There is to be no concern, no worries, certainly no fears on your part. Because, as my dear one has said, Sananda, you are in the right place, in the right moment, at the right time for everything to come together, for everything to become as one. And you, each one of you, to realize that you are already in that oneness. You just have forgotten it. You just do not feel it all of the time because this three-dimensional world is still pulled somewhat over your eyes. But your eyes are opening now. They are opening with a new expression. Your third eye is re-establishing itself and opening up to the new worlds, the new vistas that are in front of you, the beauty that is everywhere. If you seek the beauty, you will see the beauty. If you believe it, you see it. That is the way it is. That is the way it will be and always shall be. So do not be concerned, my dear brothers and sisters, everything is exactly where it needs to be. You are exactly where you need to be. And as Sananda has said, The synchronicities in your life are going to increase many times over, and you will marvel at how everything is coming together for you. So be of good cheer. Be of love between each one of you, because love is the expression that will take you into these higher vibrations and into these higher dimensions. I love you dearly, each and every one of you. And I will be able to be with you more often now as I have a connection also with this one James, just as my dear Sananda has. And with many of you here as well, both here in the room and on the phone, so we are all in this together. And I send you all of my peace, and my love be with all of you now.
Greetings to you. One who serves here to answer your questions if you have any. If not, it will be a rather short session. But that is okay because we have things to do, places to go, you know, just as you do. No, just joking. We have nothing to do. Just sit around all day, twiddle our thumbs, meditate, go home all day. That is what you probably think, no? Well, no, we don't do that. Ha ha. We party, we have fun, we dance, we sing. We have wonderful times just as you are going to when you are able to go up on the ships and down into inner earth. It is going to be so wonderful and we are so looking forward to your expression of surprise when you see some of us and you say, oh. That's you. I had no idea. We are so looking forward to that. We are going to have such a chuckle over this and we are going to sit there and drink our wine. And yes, we do drink wine. Do not think we don't. If yes we can do it, can't we? So anyway, as a matter of fact he changed water into wine, that's how much he wanted wine. Ha ha. So do you have questions here for one who serves?
On Friday night, I had an important, interesting experience and I would like to have a little more explanation, especially on the second part. I am trying to understand who that woman was. Was it me? Was it my higher self? Was it my ego? Or can you explain a little more please?
First of all, for this, can you please share with everyone who is experiencing or listening to this what you are speaking about in terms of what the experience was? Are you talking about a dream? Are you talking about a vision you had?
It wasn't a vision and not a dream. I went to the shaman and I took this ceremonial smoke or vapor and that's what it was.
Yes, now we understand. So to look at this from a different point of view, you might say, as you were looking at this particular vision that you had, and the experience of the woman that came into this vision, it was the aspect of yourself as you were being shown here this day by Sananda, as you connected with this aspect. It may not have looked exactly the same as you just did this here today, but it is one and the same. It is an aspect of yourself that you are coming to know and understand, and we're glad that you have brought this up because this is for everyone here. Everyone is going to be having more of these types of experiences where you are going to be reconnecting with all of those ones that you had left behind previously, or that had left you behind in times long past. So you're going to have these connections more and more. It may possibly be within your dreams or your visions and some may even have them in their waking conscious state. But it is coming, so you are going to be experiencing this more and more and more. It goes along with the synchronicities as Sananda and Lady Nada have given here.
There was another lady in the room there who was experiencing 3 knocks on the door. I had one while I was in a meditative state and I had these 3 forceful knocks on the door, and I was wondering what that was, or who that was.
This is a precursor. This is the beginnings of what we spoke of a very long time ago for this group, where we spoke about one particular time you will have a knock at the door, and one of us will be there to greet you as we come to your group, your meeting here, that is coming. That is not something we simply made up and is not going to happen. It is. You are either going to experience one of us, or you are going to experience one of those that comes from the inner earth, or maybe even one from high above in the galactic area. But it is coming and this is showing you that they are aware, they are here, they are available. They're just not showing themselves yet to you in your state, because you need to come up to them. You need to come up and raise your vibrations. And when you have raised your vibrations significantly, then those that are waiting just outside of your door, you might say, can then come in and be with you. So this is beginning here. Those that are experiencing this are opening the door for all of us. Which by the way is happening, not only here in this group, but many people across the planet are experiencing this. They are not saying it outright, because they do not want everyone to think they are crazy and put them in the crazy farm, but they are experiencing it nonetheless. And it will come out more and more as people begin to share not only visions that they're having, but the actual physical experiences that occur, but at the higher levels, higher vibrational frequency.
About a year and a half ago during a meditation, I saw a picture, a vision of a being that looked like it could have been me. It looked like they were Peruvian or something. I was wondering, was that an aspect of me?
Yes. That was an aspect of you. Yes. Many of you get these visions, these understandings, but you discount them. You think they are not real. You think they are your, where's that word, imagination. And how many times have we said over and over, your imagination is more real than your reality here that you think in this third-dimensional illusion. Your imagination is more real. Begin to think on that. Begin to contemplate that. When you imagine something, you are imaging in. You are using your third eye center and opening up the vistas of the other worlds that are within you in consciousness.
Is it possible that you could run into an aspect of yourself physically?
Yes. That is going to happen. Yes. It is not like your movies say that you cannot go back into a past lifetime and see yourself back there. Go back into a past lifetime and see yourself there and communicate with yourself. You can do that. But there is the idea of moving into a past time and changing what is there, changing what occurred, and then that change coming back, you might say, into the current lifetime or the current timeline. We're speaking of timelines here, and coming back into the current timeline and making a shift here in this new timeline, or the time that find yourself in now. And it has happened. You know it as the Mandela effect. These things are happening, and you are experiencing this, and there are certain small shifts in the timelines that are occurring. They are not large shifts because they are not allowed. There is, what is called from your understanding, they would be called time police, and they are there, time guardians are there. Not police, but time guardians, and they are there to continue to keep the timelines from merging together so that there can be major shifts in those timelines. That is not allowed. Okay?
I have a question. This is, well, you know who I am.
Yes, we know who you are. We know what you are too. But you don't. Not really. Surprise. There are going to be wonderful times.
At the last advance, I think it was the last night, we did quite a bit of out-of-body stuff. I don't remember where we were or what we were doing, but it had to do with the light warrior thing, which I'm familiar with. I felt like I had something around my wrists, some sort of energy or cuff or something. Can you explain that, or was that just my imagination? Ha ha.
Oh my goodness. Ha ha. Did you just say what we think you just said? Ha ha. Did you just say, just my imagination? I was giving you a hard time. You see, if it is just your imagination, then that's all it becomes. Right. No, I know that. I'm teasing. Oh, you're teasing us. Oh, you're joking here. How wonderful. Wonderful. We get it back a little bit, huh? To understand or to explain to you what occurred there, yes, you had many out-of-body experiences. Those of you that participated in this advance, many out-of-body experiences you had. And to experience these things such as you are saying the energies, certainly you yourself, As you have heard many times, you are very involved in energies. You are more involved in energies of those higher vibrations that you came from, than you are in the three-dimensional illusion that is happening here all around you. So when you feel these energies and you experience them, and even if you see them, they are very real indeed. And it can be called your imagination, but it is so much real that it is something that is wonderful that happened here.
What I was curious of was, if that was a part of my so-called uniform, or something on my wrists that I used in some way.
It has to do with your warrior image that you have been given previously. Okay. Kinda what I thought. You thought right.
This is a hard question for me to ask. I've been holding back on it, but I'm related to someone who has a mental illness, and when you brought up the wine and joy and will be sharing together like that, this person has such a problem with their pills and wine and wanting to be in joy. I understand us wanting to have a higher feeling and love and happiness, but I don't know how. I can't be around this person. And I'm bringing this up because I'm a therapist and I'm in service. I work on people all the time and I know there is so much pain and suffering. So I just wanted, if you could understand what I'm trying to get at, that how can we detach from these people that want to be intoxicated to feel better, and how we can still be in service and not have their energy bring us down.
Yes, we understand completely, and it is exactly as you just said. Share the light, spread the light, be the light. And as you work with the light within yourself, nothing can penetrate that. And certainly, if you use your Merkaba as a force field around you, you would be amazed at how you would be able to deflect those negative emotions, those negative feelings, anything from outside of yourself. You can deflect it away from you. So as you work with these ones, whoever they are, and they are in these lower vibrations, you protect yourself with this light, and you can protect yourself with your light vehicle, your Merkaba, your light body. You can protect yourself just as it is a force field. Surround yourself with it as you move into this particular session with whoever it is, or if you move into a room that you enter, and you feel these negative vibrations, protect yourself. You have the ability to do that. Each and every one of you that resonates to these words, that understands what we are saying, you have the protection already. Use it. And if you do not think you have it, call on those that can be there with you. Call on your angels, the archangels, Sananda, Yeshua, Saint Germain, and on and on and on, and they will be there to help you as well. But do it. Protect yourself. You cannot be harmed with these lower vibrations if you believe you cannot be harmed. Okay?
I'll just call more. I do all that, but maybe I'm just stepping up more, that it's time for me to be a much bigger light.
Yes, and also know that the light, you are the light, so the light within you, the source within you is there always. Know that, and the source within you will protect you as well. You have so many ways of moving through these lower vibrations in this three-dimensional illusion that you, up to this time, you have not really understood. But you are coming to it, all of you are coming to it, coming to understand that you can be in the lower vibrations and protect yourself from it. But that does not mean that you should throw yourself into those lower vibrations if you do not need to. For instance, how many of you used to like to go to, as we are finding here within the James, ball games, or places where a large number of people meet, and you are there, like concerts and things of this nature, those types of things, and you used to enjoy them and be in them, but now you find yourself not wanting to be around all of those people and all of those vibrations. And those vibrations begin to bombard you. You know of what we speak here, so? Yes. Yes. Let's get an affirmation here, yes. We understand. We are hearing all the yeses in the background. They are not coming on the phone but saying meekly, yes, yes, that is us, we understand that. Does this answer your question?
In a channeling with Michael Allegian, I was told I'd sit on many councils during my sleep. Now Sananda says that he is going to ask us to be on the councils. Are these the same ones that we're just acknowledging, or are they going to be different?
These are one and the same, these councils that are being spoken of. You have to understand that the Galactic Federation and those in Inner Earth, Hollow Earth, and everything have councils. They have elders, they have councils. They do not have Congress and representatives and president and all of these things. They have councils. These councils meet in many different systems and galaxies and solar systems and so on. And there are councils within councils within councils, and at the higher levels, at your higher aspect, you are in those councils. Many of you are in them. Many of you participate in them. Michael Legion is one who is in one of these councils, and he is gathering, you might say, those around him back to be a part of these councils, just as Sananda is. Sananda has spoken of this several times here and is moving closer and closer to when he will announce that these councils will be forming. They will form first at the higher vibrations in terms of your etheric and your astral forms, and you will join these councils at that level. But then they will come into your physical expression as you continue to move this up. So all of this is coming, and yes, you are part of these councils at the higher vibrations. Many of you who are experiencing these words, resonating to these words, are also in these councils or will be in these councils. And we have said and we have heard your thoughts at these times in saying, not me. I can't beat anybody. I can't be in a position like that. I don't want to be president or anything of this nature. And we say, oh, that you have already been these things before. You are just moving back. You see, those of you that are here, those of you that are the light workers, light warriors and all of this, you have already been at those higher positions, you might say. Not positions in terms of hierarchy as you understand them here, but higher positions in terms of responsibility. You have been there, done that, and you are going to be doing it again. I've got news for you. News comes around again, and you are going to be part of these councils, and you are going to be ambassadors and diplomats and all of these things that you may already be aspiring to, but maybe it has not come yet to your conscious knowing awareness. But it is coming. Okay.
Can you give us an update on Montauk, Long Island, after we had the advance?
Yes, we are glad that you brought this up. We could not bring it up unless somebody else did. But yes, your experience over the advance had a great deal of effect. You are correct in that area as you were told in that time. But it also continued to have more of an effect. As a result, there are meditations that are being geared toward this same thing that you did. Not in the same way, but in focusing in that particular area. That one, you know, as Cobra has announced this recently, that there is a push, a need to express toward that particular area, because that is an area that is still of much darkness. But it is dissipating, and it will dissipate more and more as more focus is put there in your meditation time. Okay? Yes, we are going to need to release channel now. And just know that as you continue on with this program, and it is a program that you are on, and you are all moving beautifully through this program. We are so proud of all of you, each and every one of you. Sananda is proud of being the one that is spearheading all of this with you, with this particular group taking you under his wing, you might say. Does he have wings? Not quite so like Archangel Michael, but we guess he can have them if he wants. But anyway, under his wing, under his arm, you might say. All of us are very proud of you, and looking forward to working more diligently with you as we continue to move along, and as we come closer and closer to the proverbial finish line that is still there, and it is coming, and you are going to be crossing it. Shanti. Peace be with you. Be the one.